during 2011 and 12. I'm happy, very happy in fact, to have him on board today with us, जहां पर वो शेयर करेंगे अपना experience of GATE journey. And he basically has named the session as how GATE is a lifeline for engineering students. How GATE is a lifeline for engineering students. So boys and girls, without waiting for much, immediately I will start off the session by requesting Dr. Kishan Kumar to start with his brief introductory profile. वो हमें बताएं about himself so that students can come to know what he is, और फिर session आगे बढ़ाएंगे. So welcome Dr. Kishan once again from our Unacademy team on board. I would request you to give a brief introduction about yourself, your academic profile, your education background, and so on. Over to you, Dr. Kishan.
Okay, thank you, Professor Khalil, and it's my pleasure to have with you on board. And I'm sharing platform. You, it is a very great moment for me. So basically, let me start with my academia. I have done my BTech from Government Engineering College, Haryana. That was one of the good college in Haryana. Then I was looking for somewhere higher education, but I didn't, hit the stroke. However, later stage I come to know that there is a very good academy, ACE Academy in Hyderabad. So I visited that place and I got a very good trainer at ACE. One of the name, if I happy to say that is Professor Khalil. And among the boys, Professor Khalil is well known, famous as a. If I'm not wrong, if I would say that he's really uh, known as the famous name as God of the operating system.
Don't say
Generally, we
God.
love to say with that, and it is not wrong because the way he trained us, it was very famous. Further ahead, after achieving 99.5 percentile in GATE 2012, based on this score, I received the MHRD scholarship from VNIT Nagpur as a MTech scholar for 2 years. After graduating from VNIT Nagpur, I got an chance directly at NIT Uttarakhand as the assistant professor. And I was very happy that because of this academy, that my all the fundamentals was reframed, and I stuck with all the foundations of the important computer science subjects. Based on that, I got this central government opportunity. After that, after 1 year, basically, I joined back VNIT Nagpur as a PhD scholar, and I have completed my PhD in 2019, and it was very great moment to that I switched to one of the new dimensions in the organization as the head of the department. I served the head of the department in IT Uttarakhand for 3 years. It was very great feeling for me that I felt that it was a very wonderful experience with new dimensions, not from teaching but as well as administration as a trainer and all. In the last year at NIT Uttarakhand, out of 1 decade, I spent as a career counseling and placement where I used to say that the student, if you know you are doing something, certainly it's for you. If you are not doing, then it is for none of them. So it would be better focus on you instead of other. After that, spending around 9 years at NIT Uttarakhand, I moved to NIT Kurukshetra, another national important institute. And I can again recall during the interview preparation and all that, all the fundamentals which I have learned at AC Academy. And especially my one of the favorite subject is operating system. So that's why I feel a great connections with Professor Khalil. And I received a call from him. Then I was very happy. Then this man, this great man, actually called me, and it is not less than a miracle for me. If I'm saying in front of you, why I'm saying that, the reason is that the way he taught, especially that deadlock, race round conditions. It was really, really impressive. So after that, NIT, right now I am associated with the Ministry of Education since 1 decade, and I have guided 4 PhD scholars under my supervision about more than 100 technical article I have written with, against my name. So this is about me, and I am feeling very great that I am, hosted at this wonderful platform. Hopefully that this interaction will be useful for you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your nice introduction, Dr. Kishan. I'm also very honored and privileged to be associated with a person with my student also accomplishing PhD degree. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि आई एम वेरी वेरी डिलाइटेड एंड वेरी हैप्पी. जैसे ही मुझे पता चला कि आपने PhD अचीव किया है, तो आई थॉट समवेयर आई शुड हैव एन इंटरेक्शन विथ यू फॉर मोटिवेटिंग आवर यंग बडिंग गेट एस्पिरेंट्स जो एस्पायर कर रहे हैं एमटेक के लिए. तो आप जैसे जो पर्सनालिटी है वो ज़रूर उनके लिए एक मोटिवेशन होगा, उनके लिए एक आइडियल होंगे. तो आपका PhD का एरिया क्या था कृष्ण? रिसर्च.
Sir, I have completed my PhD in the domain of video processing.
Okay, video processing.
So the motivation I found that I was, just enter into the Nagpur where I have seen that there are a lot of, rusts are there across the corner, and the people, don't want to see here and there. They just want to, cross the path. However, I found that if let's say somewhere accident happened, so is it what so that if we can capture it and at the later stage post accidental investigation could be happened. So that is the way that I have worked on video processing, and I detected the event or the real time stream using ML and real techniques.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
अच्छा, ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि मे बी बाय द टाइम व्हेन यू आर डूइंग इंजीनियरिंग आपने शायद ट्राई किया होगा IIT में इंजीनियरिंग करने के लिए, एंड मे बी यू डिडंट गेट. सो लेटर आपको कब ये रियलाइजेशन हुआ कि यू शुड गो फॉर गेट एग्जाम, एंड आपको कब पता चला कि देयर इज अनदर अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू टू go into IIT through GATE exam?
When I was in final year, so I was attempting in May 2011. Then someone told me that there is a gate after that you can go for research and all and higher education. And most important thing is that they are also offering some stipend. That moment, roughly, I think 8,000 was the stipend for MTech.
Yeah.
So I thought it is better not to go for industry because that time computer science is not in much trend, but as of now, but little people are pushing towards the industry. So
सही
this
बात.
is the process.
तो गेट के प्रिपरेशन के दौरान हाउ डिड यू बेसिकली फेल्ट, एंड आपका प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी क्या रही? देयर माइट बी सम टाइम्स ऑफ अप्स एंड डाउन्स, so how you manage the gate preparation?
So it is very really interesting questions. I think everybody is supposed to be have their own strategy. So for the gate exam, this was my first attempt, and I somewhere joined in the late August 2011, and I started my preparation from somewhere September. So September, October, and November, I finished my all the courses. Although some classes is going on for English and basic mathematics in the month of December as well. But I attended till that date, and after that, when I found that there is a good, important topic, then I had attempted. I have attended the classes. Otherwise, what I happened that for a week, I have planned a weekly plan and then monthly plan. So the basic fundamental what I had is that first of all I learned from the classes since in AS Academy I could I can recall that I go at 6 a.m. Till
Correct.
late night at 8 p.m. This was the schedule, very tight schedule, I could say that, and hardly we get a chance for the revision. But what we thought that because I just graduated So some of the subject I had directly to recall the things, but some of the subject needs the preparation, calculation, and all. So in that case, what I have done is that I have prepared my monthly plan. These are my important subjects, and out of these subjects, this is my weekly plan. And in the end of the week, I have to recall the things. Revision is more important. Second point is that after revision is that I tried to solve the previous year questions. So the material which was supplied by the AS Academy, that was wonderful, and I really appreciate that the way they have designed, and the material along with that, the class running notes are very helpful. So I hope most of the that moment before 2011, all the solved questions has been discussed in the classroom first of all. Later stage, I after 2 3 months, this was the practice for every subject for 3 months, and after 3 months I tried with GATE test series over there, so that I had practice over that the full length solution of the question. So
That's
in
good.
that case, yeah.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि आपका जो पीएचडी का प्रोग्राम था, हाउ डिड इट क्लिक इन योर माइंड के आई शुड गो फॉर पीएचडी? और क्या आपका जो गेट का प्रिपरेशन था या गेट का स्कोर था, वाज इट हेल्पफुल फॉर गेटिंग एडमिशन इनटू पीएचडी प्रोग्राम?
Yeah, actually, this mainly the MTech gate, especially for the MTech program, basically for the 2 year scholarship. But for PhD admission, GATE is also playing a vital role. And if you could see that nowadays the UGC also had to give the mandate after BTech. If you are going directly to the PhD, that moment also it was feasible. But unfortunately, I was not aware of that. But nowadays, you can do directly PhD, not even after MTech. Directly when go there first. So directly, it is direct impact. There is
Yeah,
no any triangular relation that after MTech you supposed to go.
yeah.
This is one channel. But nowadays, everywhere it is applicable.
Dr. Krishan, one more thing. At your time, it was offline coaching. Now, post-COVID era, you might have observed there is a huge shift paradigm in coaching, particularly from offline to online. Like an academy also is basically an online platform. So, what do you suggest? कि online के क्या benefits है? How can it help the students? Because you had taken offline coaching and now you are
Yes.
aware of online program. So, how do you weigh this offline and online? What are the relative merits of online coaching over offline coaching?
So, what I felt that the way I have landed at Hyderabad for around 6 to 7 months and staying there effectively, uh, certainly this classroom is good, but some time consuming process. For 6 a.m. classes, we have to wake up at 4:30, then take bath, and in the queue we have keep standing, then lock, we will be unlocked. After that, we have to capture our seat and sit there. So absolutely, if I'm saying that this is somewhat time consuming as well as stay from home, stay away from home, it is one of the critical challenge for the newcomers. They many graduate people may not be, undergraduate people may not be habitual to stay away from their parents or neighborhood.
Staying away from home, and although food may
Yeah,
also be a problem for outside
food may
people.
be effective. That's we are having the roti crunch and the
Yeah,
chach and all this was, I belong to Haryana, so
yeah,
certainly it was one of the limitations that I found. And certainly, this was traveling and others. Maybe sometime, disease may become fever and also taking care is one of the aspects. If I am looking the perspective of the online, yes, certainly this is mainly as you are one of the, uh, creator of the online platform. Basically, you have might the mindset that moment. This is only for the employed person or worker. They might be have some part time or might some get some time after the job. They could do that, but I think nowadays uh, the ratio is high in that domain, and people are a huge number of people are allowed to take the online coaching, and then
Yeah.
they supposed to be save their time, save their money, feel homely nature around them. So I think it is a good option basically
Yeah.
if we are
Yeah,
removing
because
some digital
one more,
uses
yeah, one
that
more major
limit
benefit.
them.
Yeah, one more major benefit I found in online is recorded sessions, which was
Yeah,
not
that is
possible
yeah,
offline.
that is not possible. This is
Yeah.
one of the wonderful things what we have. Although someone suggests me that if we have, government have many initiative and recorded the session put on SWAYAM portal, NPTEL and all. But what I guess is that the competitive exam required a very specific directions and content.
Hmm.
So that is more important to, go for a very good institute as one of them you are talking about, An Academy is joined and where Professor Khalil is there. I think this is very good platform. And I have no doubt in that is that those who are, whether they, whatever the performance they have in their graduate, undergraduate, colleges, whatever they have, that is not impacting. The reason is that the way of training and the doubt clearing sessions, it would really help them. First of all, the teaching methodology is quite different. For
Exactly.
operating system, that is good. And I also seen that database and network, computer network, theory of computation and compiler design. So these are very important subjects if we can consider. And if someone is, let's say, good basis in, for example, till 10th mathematics and English, they may get 15 out of 15. There is no doubt. And again, if someone have a good study for mathematics till 12th, they may get again 15 marks more. So this 30% is, very good to them to achieve their marks and do that. If someone is, let's say, not good enough, but they have just go through and attending online lecture, recording lecture of an academy. So one of my friend, taken the last year coaching from an academy, received very good, score this moment. So what I'm telling you that if this is happening and with a little, uh, what you can say, little practice, make them more happy, make them, to target a good NIT, IIT, wherever they wish to like. So there is no doubt.
Yeah. और एक चीज I have in my mind कि I always used to tell engineering students कि अगर आप गेट एग्जाम नहीं लिखना चाह रहे हो, एमटेक नहीं करना चाह रहे हो, तो कोई बात नहीं, देयर इज नो इशू। लेकिन गेट के लेवल का प्रिपरेशन कीजिएगा। यू प्रिपेयर फॉर गेट लेवल ऑफ प्रिपरेशन, बिकॉज आई एम वेरी श्योर यू विल अग्री विथ मी दैट जो इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में पढ़ाया जाता है, राइट, and the kind of questions which are asked in the gate paper are totally different. There is a huge difference in terms of competency level, etc. सो इन दैट रिगार्ड एक टायर 2 टायर 3 कॉलेजेस के जो स्टूडेंट्स है, अगर वो गेट लेवल का प्रिपेयर करेंगे तो आई एम वेरी श्योर दे आर गोइंग टू हैव ए ह्यूज बेनिफिट as part of their career. What do you say on this?
Uh, See, nowadays the people are shifting from all the UGC NET to GATE. If you
Yeah.
see that the social sciences and other and the lab branches of even computer science like data science and all, data science and AI, and new, 3 to 4 lab branches of mechanical engineering. So what I'm saying to is that nowadays, although humanities bachelor of arts in IIT somewhere it is get opened, so the people love to, take the gate in comparison to, UGC net. First of all, this is first comparison. Second thing is that if we are looking about the PSU perspective, if someone is not going for a higher studies, so people are getting very good packages, very handsome package around, 20, about 20 lakhs. It is quite, low range for a good rank. Third thing I wish to draw the attention for the aspirant is that the it is not necessary that you should go always for PSU or may go for higher education like engaged with NIT, IIT or ISC, triple IT also. But nowadays there is another school, like ISRO is there, or BEL is there. There are many, so many government companies are there, those who are conducting their own tests, but their level is still up to date. Even if I'm discussing with you that assistant professor good. So entry level, let's say level 10 is there. So everywhere that gate level exam, written test has been conducted. So if this is the case, this is not for the higher education. This is also for getting the job. It helps us. So in all the forms, if someone crack the gate, so I think this is not, if someone is not interested, let's say for higher education, not for PSU, there might be someone is not interested, let's say going for government only, but they also get the somewhere job in the colleges as well. So this was the really impact in all four directions. That gate play a vital role to, get them ready and prepare for them.
Yeah, that is very true. In a real sense, I would say what you're saying. This is a clear justification for the claim that GATE is a lifeline for engineering students by way
Yeah.
of opening opportunities in multiple dimensions, not
Yes.
just MTech, multiple dimensions. As
Yes.
very rightly Dr. Krishnan has said, you can not only do MTech, you stand a chance to get into PSUs, your subject knowledge will become very strong, right? Plus, if you are interested in research, you can enroll for PhD program and whatnot. Or we don't think that PhD ke through you can only go for teaching. With PhD program, as we saw, we can basically enroll for research positions in multinational companies, level one product based companies. Where research wings may you stand a chance to get a job with PhD degree from reputed institutes like IIT, ISC. So as he rightly said, GATE is like a lifeline for engineering students today. So it is basically an appeal, basically through this platform, the message that we want to convey to prepare at the level of GATE in view of these opportunities which are available for the GATE preparation. तो कृष्ण आगे के प्लान्स क्या है व्हाट आर योर फ्यूचर प्लान्स फ्यूचर करियर व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग अबाउट हाउ थिंग्स
Uh,
विल
as I served this Ministry of Education around 1 decade.
या
So I thought of that. See, uh, sir, the career of the student is totally in their hands, not on teacher nowadays, because the literature is available, and somewhat I felt that many times that counseling is more required to. The point number one is that they are very good confidence, sometimes overconfidence as well. And they might have, good vision as well. Their attitude is also good. But sometimes they lost their vicinity. The visionary, sometimes based on their overconfidence, they could, decide a path. So for me, let's say I am, after ultimately my goal is that become a professor, but the student has many dimensions to approach their careers. One way is that professor teaching line is there. Many students go for higher education. They may go for abroad for higher education. Not in engineering, they may go for the management as well, right? So for me, first of all, that I attend the level of professor, that is the highest one, and after that I supposed to, as usual, I am doing the training for the research scholars, and may go for some good startup, may go for good counseling to the students, those who could, some society aspects. What I felt that nowadays the problem with the student is even kids, the parents are pulling more pressure on them till 10 plus 2.
exactly.
And the thing is that the scene is the creature of the creation of the nature. The success rate of the things play start after 10th. Many students, they are those who are bored to us. I saw that they are just managing to uh, receive their degrees, earning their degrees. The reason is that they are much saturated due to the family pressure, due to they have, let's say, uh, taken always computer science. Someone may be interested in mechanical. What I felt that it is, it should be, a decision based on their own. Let's say if all the student, if you see that the craze last 2 to 3 years, that all are, students are uh, diverging and computer science in trend. So people are, love to take the computer science. But I felt that this may be the wrong decision made by someone. The reason is that someone is interested in civil department. Of course, computer science is essential. They can, learn something which is essential computer science on the behalf of the civil. That could be used in civil, project. Let's say your NSAI is there. They are preparing, constructing the buildings, roads, and all. So if someone is not taking the engineering, uh, uh, degree, how someone will become civil engineer? So there is a shortage. And someone is, let's say, looking only for electrical engineering, electronics engineering. Someone is not going that direction, but only just computer. I am asking that why the people are allowed to take the computer science. Computer science, it is okay that if you could see that in the beginning of 24, 23 as well, that Google lay off many people. So this is the people, as ChatGPT is coming, the people and LLM is nowadays, that advance of AI is coming. So people are having their own, chatbots, personal assistant. They replace the people. So if this is the things, then I think, if people are doing the degree in computer science, of course there is a shortage of the job in the computer science. It would be better if we can earn something in other department as well, and taking the essential course of the computer science. That make more difference. I think that one of the case of success. I just let's share with you one interesting story of my previous work when I
Sure,
was in
sure.
NIT Uttarakhand. There is a very good, you know, uh, exposure of the BTech people. They also have a minor degree concept. So what happened that moment I was career counseling coordinator. I asked one company and say that yes, these are the boys. Openly, I asked that they came only for computer science. I, know, asked them to can you hire a mechanical also. They denied. I asked them, you require the minds, young minds, all have the knowledge of that basic knowledge and all that is good, and they also earned a very good degree. They told me that no, we require the computer science. I said, okay, you can test their, whatever the programming language, whatever the computer science, concept, they will, answer your questions. So they are happy. They allowed, and surprisingly, they got three fellows: one from computer, one from electronics, one from mechanical. So I was happy that yes, this is not up to that student is doing only computer science will get success. My concern is the people who are living other than computer. Are they getting the job? Are they getting the seat? If I just let me share with you one of the stats of the uh, last MTech uh, allocation of the seats. See that last year I was one of the part of the national committee that I MTech allocation at NIT Christian. So what I found that 50% in NITs the seats are there. Computer science, let's say little more, let's say 80. So what I am thinking that there is a good stipend. There is a very good, infrastructure with NITs. Although IIT also have some, but instead of 50, they might have 70 or 80. Yes, but not more than new NITs and the new IIT is having the same problem. Basically. So the thing is that if people are getting job in industry, that is one of the good. But if they are, really wants to do something, as I explained to you, out of 100 marks, 15 are just basic mathematics and English. That is quite good, quite easy to attempt that. And then 15 marks for mathematics and computer science. So gate is quite easy. And if you learn and trained over 5 to 6 months under unacademic and the professor like Professor Khalil. So I think it is a cup of tea for you that to you know not clear the gate, but also getting some good score, good percentile. So you can manage, new either old IIT as well. If you are just paying little attention after the attending the classes. So what I felt that over there, these seats are vacant and the central universities are empty, almost empty. So this the scenario is that if people are just having anyhow they have managed to crack the gate, they will get admission at least in an I. This is I would share with you.
Yeah. I would like to ask one more question, Dr. Krishan. Nowadays, people are talking about the trending technologies of artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, natural language processing, and whatnot. So, what is your perception with regard to these coming up technologies? Like most of the people are saying they are going to eat away jobs. So, some students are having misconceptions or apprehensions in their mind. Whether should we go with computer science or not, or should we switch over to core engineering like that? So, what is your take or perception with regard to this scenario of latest technologies that are coming up?
Yeah, this is very, catchy question, if I would say that, because this is, everyone having someone has the rumors. They don't know exactly what is the root cause. Someone having that, follow someone is doing. That's why I am doing. So, this the people generally doing that. My, uncle, cousin brother is doing this one, so I'm doing this. So what I'm saying, as I already mentioned, you should focus on the passion in which domain you can become a master, whether it is mechanical, automobiles, whether it is a electrical, whether it is a computer science. See that nowadays all the applications which we have learned for AI and all these people are using for automation in machine learning, in mechanical learning, and in nowadays people love to electric vehicle is there, driverless cars are there. So computer science alone cannot do anything. People have to put this research in other domains, and then they could do wonders. So that's why computer science, if you are depending on that, I think that is not a correct way. That is, although it is a trending, I agree with you, but their applications are, imposed and implemented in other domains, and that is the proof picture. So wherever the candidate, wherever the student wish to go, they first of all feel themselves as a happy that yes, I am in let's say electrical department, electronics department, not in computer science. It is not always true that computer science will get guaranteed that. It is not for guaranteed. Someone is going to be getting the job. VLSI, if we are talking about that, it is one of the great, field where people are go for, chip design and all. So even government of India is also, pulling up many crores, many projects in crores basically. So NITs, IITs, they are going to be done. So my thought process is that if someone is did in which department, but they must have at least gate level preparation. They have their fundamental should be cleared first of all. After that, where they want to option with option A, option B, C, D, E, whatever that is. That is their choice. So they should go with their choice, by choice, not for someone. Let's say Professor Khalil becomes the computer professor, then I should also go with him. I think that is a wrong approach. Might be I'm not good in computer. Maybe I could do wonders in let's say become as a civil engineer that I can prepare or build the good roads, good buildings, good concrete. So that should be the approach can be adoptable. technology is not generally eating the jobs. It is going to be generating the more jobs, but in different, dimensions. If we can take an example of Ola and Uber, people are saying that those who are, uh, taking, hiring the car and going here and there, these people are, jobless. No, it is not like that. People are using it, but they are feeling comfort. They are more time convenient from A place to B. They are also feeling somewhat safe. So some issues are there. I'm not saying that it is always 90, 100%. This is somewhat as if I'm talking of AI, all are approximation. This is not 100%, valuable things. But yes, it is gaining some. Although in case of the time perspective or might be security perspective or might be speed perspective, but it always happens. Someone told us that, yeah, the science has very great, but someone told us at the same time that science don't have the dimension. If we prepare the atom bomb and throw somewhere, then there is no point, right? It is totally useless. But if we can prepare something and give the direction, that makes more.
Correct. That's right.
So
Dr. Kishan,
technology, yes,
yeah, continue.
yeah. So same way we can talk about the technology. If we give some direction in one direction, that certainly creates the zone. It is
That's right.
hitting some way, but other way it is generated.
Yeah. So डॉक्टर किशन फाइनली आई वुड लाइक यू टू बताइए आप जो अब गेट एस्पिरेंट्स है 2025 के 2026 के लिए जो प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, इन शॉर्ट प्रिसाइसली आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपका एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पर, जो गेट का एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, गेट की जो जर्नी रही है, वो बेसिस पर आप अपना फाइनल पीस ऑफ एडवाइस इन शॉर्ट बताइए गेट 2025 और गेट 2026 के एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए।
Yeah, for the upcoming gate experience, first of all, I say best of luck. The first point I wish to give to you that focus on yourself. Don't compare and don't focus on others. If you are consuming all the energies and all the attention to you, certainly you will be the winner. Second point is that revision is the, first of all, you go to the classroom and taken up like an academy, very well-known academy, and the professor are well trained. So taken their running notes and the betting benefits over there. So your content should be, you have complete content with you first of all. After that, go with the revision. As much you are learning the things, recalling the things, or analyzing the things, or doing some critical analysis over there conceptually. So I think that would be more than sufficient to achieve the target. Then check yourself. That is again test series and all weekly, monthly, and twice monthly or whatever, according to your availability of the time, availability of your comfort zone, wherever whether you are working or not, that is a different story. But you should focus on that. Try to solve the proper, more focus on the full length paper instead of chapter. Third thing is that when you are attempting the question paper, you have some round. The first round that you can just hit it and go ahead, just recalling things. Then somewhat little calculation second round. Third is that some more complex and may attempt it or not. It is other. Four most important thing is that you should not leave any non-negative questions. That is more important because if it is wrong, still you are not getting. If let's say it is right, you are gaining. So although in comparison to the negative marking in gate, you must be give the answer very precisely. If your option is matching there, then only you hit it. Otherwise, don't blind guess. First of all, because instead of you are gaining, your marks may be reduced, and 0.33% maybe you know uh, decreasing the chance of getting IIT sometimes. 0.33, yani one question's temptation without guess. If you guess one questions, don't guess it. If you know, attempt it. Otherwise, leave it. No issue. You can spare your time for other questions. So first of all, fix the subject which you would like to attempt in the final. And I think in the last that don't be in hurry. Sometimes silly mistake could you lead to a very low score, right? So once you have interpret first time, you also interpret second time as well. So read the question at least twice, better to thrice. In twice first in might be you are not some question is negative has been asked. You have read out, okay, I know that and read it. But read it twice so that your interpretation might be got changed at the second understand. So that's what I wish to give some.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Kishan. That was a very nice and useful piece of advice for the students. So, on behalf of an academy and our team, GATE CSDA, I would like to thank from the bottom of the heart for Dr. Kishan Berwal, अपना precious time निकालने के लिए and sharing his versatile experience. And I'm very sure this interaction is definitely a justification for our title that GATE is a lifeline for engineering students. And I'm very sure students and GATE aspirants will follow the advices that Dr. Kishan has given for succeeding in the forthcoming GATE exam. So thank you so much, Dr. Kishan, for sparing your time and also your advices and sharing your experiences on the platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I am very thrilled and privileged to have to share this stage with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.